The same day as the Women's March in Oakland, these courageous young workers at the Boot and Shoe restaurant walked out and protested in front of their workplace. They were protesting against the restaurant owner, Charlie Hallowell, who has a long record of sexual harassment of his employees. Here is an interview that KPIX Channel 5 did with these workers. They broadcasted about 5 seconds of it, in addition to giving equal time to sexual harasser Hallowell. But here it is in full. There was a time, by the way, when many restaurant workers in Oakland had the protection of a union. And also, incidentally, KPIX tried initially to interview a male worker on this protest line, and he only interviewed a woman worker when it was pointed out what he was doing.
Because working here today would contradict everything that we're working towards at the Boot and Shoe right now. Our chef owner was just accused of 17 counts of sexual harassment, and we want to stand here in solidarity with those women and for all women in the restaurant industry and abroad. We just don't want to be complicit anymore, and we want to use our voices and get the support of the community.
Tell me about the message. It's a very poignant message.
We have several down the line here, but this is my personal reason for not working. I'm here for women. I'm here for myself.
So typically you would be a line chef or one of the chefs in the kitchen working
Yeah, I would be cooking right now. And I don't feel comfortable cooking on a day that's supposed to honor and respect women.
Gotcha. Do you plan to come back to work maybe tomorrow or on your next shift?
I do plan on coming back to work. I just think that today is a special day. And that the restaurants should be closed in light of what has happened.
Are you concerned that Charlie Hallowell or some of the managers might not allow you to come back given the action that you guys are taking?
I am concerned, and that's fine. Yeah.
I see. Why do you think it's important? I mean, some folks would say, just kind of let it go by. Maybe he'll change, and just, why don't we just stay quiet and hope for the best?
We just want accountability. Yeah. We're just looking for accountability, and we have received very little information throughout this whole process.
Man, there you go.
Yeah.
Do you see this issue being connected with just workers' rights in general?
Of course.
Can we explain that?
This is farther reaching than Charlie Hallowell, and that's where we're here. It's not just about Charlie.
It seems like a prevalent issue in the restaurant business.
Just considering the political climate that we live in, this is not an exception. And we're here on both fronts.
It's not easy to
one, for ourselves as workers, but also as women and humans.
This has to be hard for you, protesting in front of a business that you work out of and hoping that you can still come back to work.
This is actually legally protected activity, which KPIX didn't point out.
Right.
Any closing thoughts before I let you? By the way, I want to ask, have you guys, 17 women coming out with allegations, have you, or any of your co-workers, anybody that you know specifically, or have you dealt with some of the allegations or some of the similar situations?
I myself am a survivor. I know survivors. I'm not necessarily, like Charlie, I'm not necessarily a survivor in the sense that I was harassed here at work, but being a survivor, you know what that's like, and I can't stand here and say that that's okay.
Right. Because if you don't speak up, that means you are okay with the situation.
I'd be complicit and I'd be condoning his behavior.
We would just add that as the women in this picture are in effect pointing out, women's rights are workers' rights. And you can't really fight for one without fighting for the other.